Hello there, everybody, and today for Batman the Animated Series, I am reviewing Off Balance. So this is easily one of the best episodes of the show, another banger. This is where Batman teams up with a mysterious woman that has appeared in various crimes Batman is tracking down towards a group that seems to be using a new weapon that they stole from Wayne Tech. So this episode was definitely iconic. This is the first appearance of, I think the only appearance of Count Vertigo. So he's more of a Green Arrow villain, and he doesn't go up against Green Arrow in this episode. Green Arrow doesn't appear till Justice League Unlimited. But the way Batman starts off in this episode, he goes to, I guess you can say, Gotham's own Statue of Liberty, where he meets up with some criminal who may be behind these various crimes, but he's ambushed by various goons, and Batman does get into a fight with them until he does notice Count Vertigo, but of course the criminals do get away, and that's where Batman does meet up with Jim, who's shooting range, and it's actually cool to see Jim, he still got it even in old age. The two discuss what could be going on, but Batman, of course, disappears per usual, and we actually see him in the Batcave with Alfred, where he is able to examine what's going on, and I forgot to also mention earlier, this is where he does encounter the mysterious woman. I already know who it is, but I won't spoil it until later. But Batman's able to get some details until he gets a trail that leads into the woods area, where he manages to find Count Vertigo. But of course he teams up with the mysterious lady after he gets his belt stolen by one of the goons. And the two have to fight their way until Count Vertigo shoots at them after stealing the Vertigo thing, after stealing it from Lucius Harvey Bullock when they were investigating what could be going on. And he uses it on them, and they fall to their deaths. But of course, Batman wakes up not wearing his mask. So the mysterious lady is revealed to be none other than Taila Al Gaul. So this is the first appearance of Talia in this show, chronologically. So her appearance looks awesome. She does look like Black Widow, honestly, but it suits Talia Al Gaul since she's the mysterious lady who could be a backstabber, and that's what she does throughout this whole episode. That's what really works about the character. She's the love interest for Batman. The second one, other than Catwoman, and she, of course, works with Batman throughout this whole episode, even though Batman's missing his belt, and the two are able to go through the lair of Count Vertigo, and they do encounter him on top of a bell, and this is where the finale takes place, where Batman is able to fight Count Vertigo, but of course they have to go through the dizziness of his weapon that he's using, since he has a small portion of it, and it causes the two to feel dizzy while going up the stairs, until Talia comes up with the idea of using the bell to confuse Vertigo, and he ends up going crazy, and he jumps out the window. And I don't know if he died or not. He probably did. But of course, Batman is able to almost stop Talia from almost falling to her death again. But the two end up getting the weapon. But this is where Talia backstabs Batman. She threatens to shoot him with an arrow if he doesn't give her the Vertigo gun, and he unfortunately does, but Batman's always got a trick up his sleeve. He managed to sabotage the weapon, causing Talia to drop it when she escapes in the helicopter, going out like a James Bond way, but she ends up revealing she dropped it to none other than a mysterious figure, which is revealed to be Ra's al Ghul, played by the legendary David Warren, I think his name is. So sorry if I got his name wrong, but he is legendary as Ra's al Ghul, or Ra's al Ghul, whatever you want to call him. he is so good as this role, and I'm super excited to talk about him more once we do get to the Ra's al Ghul episodes. But for a setup for Taila Al Gaul, this was definitely a good episode for sure. We see the sliminess of her. I like how we get a different villain in this episode than the usual Batman's Rogues Gallery. But Count Vertigo, yeah, he definitely looked like a vampire. I always thought he looked wild with that eye patch as a kid. And his Vertigo outfit, he just looks like Dracula on steroids, basically. And I don't know if he died or not. But this episode definitely had a lot of good action, for sure. And this was wild to see Batman without his mask. I think this is actually the first time we see him without his mask in the costume. But this episode is definitely a 10 out of 10 for sure. Definitely memorable. Definitely one of the best episodes of the show. I think the next episode is one where it involves the Joker, and it's called The Death of Batman, I'm pretty sure. I'm definitely curious about that episode for sure, since that's another iconic episode. But we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.